Well, good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. Hope everybody's having an amazing start to your day. My name is Jeff Street, and I teach people how to make money from home online. And today, I want to pose a question to you. See, I think so many of us constantly ask the question or hear the question, what do you think? That's a very common question to ask. It's a very common question to, hear. And I do think it's definitely very important. Good morning, Joel. I think it's very important when it comes to making decisions to go to people that you trust, go to people like Joel, who just logged in here, and ask good counsel. What do you think? But I believe it's also incredibly important for us to think about right now, when do you think? When do you think? When do you think? And here's what I mean by that. See, we go to the gym and we, exercise our, biceps so we can grow that muscle. But we got to make sure that every day we're exercising our mind. We got to spend time every day growing our mind, because when we grow our mind, we grow our life. So you got to make sure that you're taking time every day to think. When's your thinking time? When is your creation time? See, everything started with an idea. We got to exercise this muscle because you got to dedicate time every day to pull those ideas, out of your mind. For me, the morning is my thinking time. It's crazy sometimes. I go to bed and I'm thinking about all these different things, but I'm not able to go out necessarily make a decision so many times, a lot of times in the evening. But when you wake up, you've got that renewed sense of your mind. You've got that renewed mind. And it's crazy for me how so many times, like at night, there's clutter, there's indecision, but in the morning for me, there's clarity so many times. So whenever that time is for you, matter of fact, drop a comment of when is it that it's that time for you. For some people, it's while you go for a walk. For some people, it's when you're at the gym. And I do believe that physical fitness does create mental fitness. I believe that physical fitness, sometimes just wakens things up in your mind that then again gives you that clarity. But a lot of times people don't even have dedicated time, to think. You got to have dedicated time to think whenever it is for you. Make sure every day, see, understand that everything starts in your mind. Everything starts in your mind. My business mentor, Patrick Mazer, and we've been doing a series on Clubhouse for the last 8 weeks in a row where we're going through this book, Speaking of Thinking, Think and Grow Rich. And we're going through this book chapter by chapter. And, one morning, 8.5 weeks ago, I was thinking in the morning. And in the morning, I always have a journal with me. I always have my notebook and my pen, with me so I can just write down ideas. And as you're writing down ideas, what's fascinating is more ideas come to you when you're journaling, when you're writing things down. And one morning I said, wow, what if we did a Clubhouse room and we did it about the book Think and Grow Rich? That was such a book that made such a profound effect on both of us. So that morning I called Patrick. We talked about it, like, oh, I wonder how you even start a Clubhouse room. And next thing you know, we were launching a room. We didn't even realize what we were doing, or maybe we did subconsciously. And next, there was a bunch of people there, and we had this impromptu discussion, and that was the start of it. Now, 8 weeks later, we're doing it 3 times a week, impacting people, but it started with a thought in the morning that then turned into action. So make sure that you back up your ideas, with action, because there's so many great ideas that never were backed up by action, and those ideas literally went to the grave with people. But I'm telling you, what do you think? Asking people that question is very important when you're talking to the right people. But remember, when you listen to the wrong voices, you make the wrong choices. But there's such an important question just for you to ask yourself today. When do you think? So you guys can drop a comment on when do you think? When is it that's your time to think? When is it that's your time to exercise that mind? When I was growing up, my dad, he was in the printing business, and he printed out this poster, and he framed it and he put it on my door. So every morning when I woke up, I looked at it, and when I closed my door at night, it was the last thing that I saw. And here's what it said. It said, think. It said, think. And his point in getting it for me was, Jeff, think before you speak. See, our tongue, can be a blessing or it can be a weapon, can it? Our words, create, don't they? And so every day, every night, every morning, I looked at it, it said think. So drop a comment that says think. Tell us, when is it that's your time to think? When's your time to think every day? Make sure you take some time for you, for your mind. And, guys, hit the share button. If you think somebody else can get something out of today's message, go ahead and press share. Drop a comment that says think, and tell us, when is it that you think? So hope you got something out of today's message. Hope it made you think this morning. God bless everybody. Have an incredible rest of your day. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home, online, and we'll see everybody tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. East Coast time. Have a great day, everybody.